would you describe Mom?
Simona Bowler. Wow. What is there to say? Mom, you are very ambitious, and I really look up to you for that. No matter what you do, you can never stay doing the same thing for a long time. You always want to find something new, find a new passion, and you put all your time into that new thing, and you make it, you perfect it, and yeah.
Caring, generous, like outgoing, strong, like there's a whole bunch of words to describe her basically. Like independent kind of. Yeah.
She's pretty. She's pretty short. She's really nice. She's caring. She's kind of sensitive. I think she's pretty outgoing. She's willing to do stuff. She cares a lot about but I guess our whole family that we all care about, like even like Dad and you guys all care about like just like history and like all that stuff. And like right now she's concentrating on like eating well, and she cares about her body. Yeah, caring, just nice.
Also very strong, strongest woman I know. Yeah.
I would describe her as very loving, passionate, loyal to her family and to me, smart, able to laugh and have a good time, and pretty easygoing for the most part. Great mother. Couldn't ask for a better mother for our children. Beautiful, transformative. I mean, she's changed throughout our lives together many times.
Yeah.
So that's what I can say about that.
Mom seems like larger than life. You know, like she doesn't seem like just this like one woman. Like she seems like she's the embodiment of like everything. It's insane. And
Mother Earth.
Yeah, she's Mother Earth for real. You can tell when like a person is appreciated, and you can tell when a person is different because the people around them treat them that way, you know? So it's like the way her friends treat her, always wanting to be with her, you know, always telling her she's amazing, inviting her to things. We go out to Target and we see like 7 of her friends because she's just so like, she just talks to everyone. She's
seen the meme where it's like this kid is like has like a sleeping bag and he's like sleeping in the Target aisle. It's like when your mom sees like their friend at Target.
No.
Like, this is exactly how I feel like every single day.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I bet. Yeah, but that's like, I think she feels larger than life, but like a trickle down effect of that is that I think that she's built us up so much that it's like we feel like we can do anything, you know, like there's no limits to like what is possible because we've had her as like a mentor and a guide to look up to. So of like those qualities that Mom has, what do you think you have learned from her? What qualities have you taken from her, you know?
Like to not care what other people think and just do like your own thing basically. Be kind and respect everybody. Like care for everybody basically.
Yeah, I'd say Mom's positivity and like willingness to like do things, I guess, just always having a positive outlook. when there's a bad situation, seeing the positive things in it, and yeah.
I think qualities that mom has. I think that we're both pretty, like, I like to hope I care about people, like, she cares about people. I also do, like, she has, like, a strong will, and she's willing to, like, she, like, works out, she's, like, does a lot of stuff, like, if she puts her mind to something, then she does it. And I like to think I have some of that, like, when it comes to, like, schoolwork, like, oh, if I want to, like, stick to a schedule, I'll, like, do all that stuff. I also, like, mom, she's pretty smart. So there's that. And, like, I guess, yeah, that's, like, what I see in myself that, like, comes from her. How do you think she's impacted you?
Well, I've been thinking about this a lot because, you know, can't really figure out a solid career path, so I think her doing whatever she wants when she wants has definitely impacted me, but in a good way, in the best way possible, because we are not like everyone else out here.
Yeah, I think that she taught me that, like, oh, like, I guess, like, with, like, oh, like, someone tells you something, that's kind of like, oh, you shouldn't tell ever, like, oh, like, kind of like, she taught me that, like, oh, like, values, like, you need to know, like, just, like, kind of like how to act, I guess. Like, she taught us, like, how to, like, act, like, in, like, certain situations, and how, like, because, like, she acts different around, like, different people, like, she knows how to, like, be, like, she's kind of like an entertainer, like, she knows how to, like, act differently, and, like, how to, like, do that, and I feel like I learned that from her, and, like, probably, like, from just being, like, in our family, like, oh, if you're, like, with, like, grandma and grandpa, you, like, act like this, so if you're with, like, you're talking to, like, these people, you can, like, act like that, and I kind of, like, how to, like, talk to people and stuff, she taught me that, and how to be super friendly, she's so friendly, just, like, to be friendly to everyone, and, like, understand that, like, everyone's in a different situation, because, like, when, like, our dad went away and, like, all that, like, not everyone knew about that situation, so, like, to understand that, like, oh, like, people are experiencing different things, and, like, to know that, like, you shouldn't be, like, judging people, and, like, she, because, like, even, like, when mom had, like, dreads and everything, it's, like, she taught us not to judge people based on, like, their appearance, like, just to, like, yeah. You don't know stuff about other people, so don't try and pretend like you do.
Exactly. She's amazing. Okay, so you know mom the best out of all of us.
Really?
Well, right? Of course. I mean,
Yeah, I've been with her a long time.
yeah, you've been together for a long time. So what would you say is something that, like, first, like, drew you towards her? Like, why Simona? Like, what was it about her that, like...
I think her ability to laugh and just have fun, I think that drew me to her right away. You know, we first met at that infamous party, and we had a good time, you know, that night. We went to another party, and then I got her number, so, but I didn't call her right away. I was, like, really nervous.
Why? You were nervous?
Well, I was just, I don't know, just because.
Because you liked her?
Yeah, and just because that's the way I am. You know, I don't like to have to, like, reach out, but I'm so glad that I did.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I called her, and we went on another date. We went to Popcorn, this horror movie / goofy comedy. I don't know if it was a comedy, but it was downtown Minneapolis. We had a good time. We went to Devani's.
Right.
I believe that same day where I used to work. But yeah, I mean, we just had a good time. And I can remember saying something to her like, yeah, well, when you meet my friends and blah, 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 because I had a big friend group back then, and I remember her saying later that, like, why did he think that I was for sure going to meet his friend? You know, like, I had just assumed that we're just going to be together, you know,
Yeah.
now, even though it's only our, like, second date, first date.
Really? So that you
Yeah.
were just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Meet
yeah.
my friends, meet my fam.
Yeah, I mean, she already had met a few of my friends at the party anyway.
Right.
But yeah, and the rest is history.
Yeah. What's something, like, funny about Mom that you like? Or, like...
Something funny about Mom? I feel like something funny about Mom is just her humor. Like, she'll just say, like, some, like, weird thing and, like, thinks it's so funny. But, like, it is funny. It's just funny, like, how she says it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to describe.
It's even, like... Yeah, like, I feel like it always catches us off guard.
Yeah.
Like, she's always just, like, throws something at us. It's like, oh, like, sometimes you don't know how to react at first, so you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
What's one of your favorite memories with you and Mom? Can you think of any? Off the top of your head?
No.
Or what do you like to do with Mom? Like, what's something you two like to do together?
I like to watch movies with her and stuff. And just kind of relax.
Mom cuddles
Mhm.
with us.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
When I think about, like, stories and stuff or just memories with Mom, I always think about us going camping when Dad went away and it was just us girls. And, like, yeah, I know you don't like camping. I know you don't like the whole thing, but I loved it. And I like just how empowering that was, that we, like, had the camper. We would go to a campsite. We get it set up all together. Like, it was just us women.
I did like camping on Madeline Island. That was fun when we'd like go. And it was just us, and then we found that one bird, Madeline.
Oh,
What was his name?
yeah.
River or something?
Wait, what? No. What did we name? What was that bird?
Or did it say like river or something weird?
No, it was something weird. It was something Madeline. Because
Yeah.
KK we were like, we should name it Madeline.
And then Kevin was like, no, let's name it like dog or something. Or no, it was...
What
Dawn.
Dawn! We could not think
Dawn
of...
Madeline.
Dawn Madeline. Yep, we couldn't think of her first name. We were like, what was that bird? Dawn Madeline.
I remember because I named it after the character from Dinosaur Train.
Okay, that's what it was. I was like, I knew KK named it. I was like, we have to ask KK. Yeah, Dawn Madeline. Alright, so it's Mother's Day. What do you want Mom to know?
What?
What do you...
What do you mean?
I'm saying, like, what do you want Mom to know, like that you may not tell her all the time, or like something that's like, you know, something
Yeah.
that a mother should know on Mother's Day, or something that...
I guess, like, I mean, you know, we love you so much. I don't know. Just, I guess, like, how much we appreciate you, and you are always there for us. And, like, I feel like no matter, like, what decisions we make or how we feel about something, like, you're always supportive, and you always, like, push us to go for what we want to do, and not, like, the gap year, for example. I know at first you didn't really want me to, but now you support me, and I really appreciate that.
I want Mom to know that I love her. Yeah. That she's very impactful in my life, as well as, like, a lot of other people's, like yours, and, like, our whole family, like, all of her friends, like Greg, like, she went to go visit him, and how she, like, impacted their whole relationship, and, like, brought them together. That she changes people for the better, that she makes people better, like, when they meet her. That she... that she's capable of doing basically anything. Like, she's a massage therapist. She, like, is a workout instructor.
She's a photographer. She makes like soap. She like does all this like random. She's a mother. Most importantly, a wife. About all that important stuff that you have to do.
Yeah.
Plays a lot of roles in people's lives. It's important. It's important.
Yeah. She's appreciated.
She's appreciated by all of us. By Sir Finnegan, Doodle.
Your child. Well, Mother's Day is coming up. What do you want Mom to know?
That she's the best mom in the world.
Yeah.
And I love you so, so much.
We all do. Wonderful. All right. Say your goodbyes, Mom.
Okay.
Final words.
Goodbye. I love you. See ya on the flip side.
What would I want to say to her? Just that I'm happy that I've spent my life with her, and that I do it all again, and that, you know, she's been a wonderful mother, and she knows that. She's been a great role model for you, you kids.
Totally.
So.
All right. Last words?
I love you so, 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 a million so much. Mwah!
Simona, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. This was my idea.
He's kidding.